I was very pleased that we had Renata Joseph from St Cecilia's, and we had Caroline Cooper Marbert, the cabinet member for Merton. So that really positive stuff, and of course the mayor, which is really good. So it added that little bit to today. Clearly, we'll need more meetings like this as we sort of develop the plans and work through. So yes, I think a good day.
What would a successful outcome look like?
I think the architects and shall I say the funders will be encouraged to take it to the next step. That will probably be planning applications to sort of really get this going. That will be to Wandsworth and Merton because the borough boundary cuts through it. So I anticipate that will certainly be high up on the discussions to come next. And that means that, of course, it can go out to proper consultations and debate.
What message would you send to anyone who wasn't here today?
We'll try and write it up properly and fairly, and clearly we've got this to help us, and we'll get that circulated so people can see what was said, what the objections were, and our sort of conclusion, which I think will be, yes, let's go to the next step.
How difficult is it to get so many people that are involved in this park together to make a decision?
You have to keep moving forward. You have to ensure that you've notified all the organisations and people that you know are interested, and just take it bit by bit and be ready for the what's that all about? I didn't hear anything about that. It's difficult, but the neighbourhood forum we've set up, there are 40 members on that, 11 of the 12 councillors, 2 MPs, Leonie Cooper and so forth. So we get it pretty wide, and of course the park officers that we're involved in, they're kept informed as well. So
Okay. Probably the most controversial part of today sounds to me like it was the stadium. Does the park really need a new stadium?
At the moment, the stadium is used by Hercules Wimbledon Club for 10 hours a week. When it's not in use, it's locked. It's about a 2-hectare site. It's a very nice place. When it's open, there is a walk behind the back down to the lake, which is a nice, interesting walk, unlike most of what's in the park. It's idle, so if you bring in what we've suggested, that will engage literally hundreds of younger people in the main, but not forgetting the older people, but schools and all those sorts of things. The social prescription shall we say, recipe at the moment needs to be agreed by the CCGs, but we're not really in dialogue, but certainly we can do something there. We need community space and, of course, developing sports. There are hundreds of kids, for example, who want to play hockey, can't because there's not facilities. And we've got queues for other sports, cricket and those sorts of things. So we can have a resource that doesn't invade new territory. The artificial pitch clearly loses green space, but we've got green roofs and others. And if we put the hybrid turf down at the other place, we get a green space balance. So it should be a winning thing all the way through. And of course, at the end of the day, a sustainable financial option for Merton.
Okay, and finally, with your Capability Brown Society hat on, what would Capability Brown make of it if he came back and walked through the park today?
I think he'd be disappointed in the state of it, and I think he'd be pleased at what we're trying to do.